Hey guys, so this video is going to be how to fix broken relationships, or ultimately how to have successful relationships. I met with my mentor and she's a counselor. She's like one of the top counselors in the world. I love her. She's amazing. She's a beautiful woman. And she spoke to me about some things in my life with my partner. And I was so taken aback. And I heard some of these things before, but the way that she worded it and the way that she added some new information into different concepts, I was completely mind blown. I was like, I have to share this with you guys. This is life-changing. So I wrote some of the things down and I really hope this information helps you guys. So number one is understand that you got to get into the mess. So when you're with your partner and let's just say you're mad about something that went on and this person did something or I did something, and it doesn't even have to be like cheating or abuse or anything crazy. It can be something that just really upset you. Like, why didn't you take the garbage out? Or why didn't you do X, Y, and Z when I wanted to do this? Or I was expecting this for Valentine's Day. Lay everything out. Like, tell them exactly how you feel. Tell them exactly what it is, what they did that bothered you, and listen to each other. And just listen to each other vent and go on. And one thing that you can do is when the person's talking to you, accept that they have different values and beliefs than you. So you can't be upset if that's how they're feeling. You can't be upset if that made someone sad or that made someone angry. Just accept that that's how they are. And you're just going to have to grow and move on with this person. That's pretty much it. And when you're having this conversation, go into it knowing that whatever's going on, you're going to want to do better and you're going to want to forgive your partner. And I mean really forgive. Like, we're not, oh, well, I'm going to bring this up next month. No. We're not going to have a record of wrongs next time we get into an argument. It's simply going to be taken away from our life. There's no more discussion of this. I completely forgive you. I accept the person that you are and move on from there. She was also saying to me, you guys are both on the same team. Like, it's not going to be who did worse, who did better. No sin is greater than another here. Like, if this person messes up, that's it. You guys, or this person did more than me, you guys are on the same team. We're not in a competition. We're not fighting against one another. And even when Jesus was taking out the demons out of people, they were like, oh, he's doing that by Satan's work. And Jesus was like, a kingdom divided against itself, how is it going to stand? So it's the same thing with your relationship. If you're divided against your partner and you're bickering with them all the time, how are you guys standing? You can't do that. You guys need to acknowledge that you're in the same kingdom. You're in the same, relationship. You guys are together. There isn't, you did this, but I did this. You guys are together. You guys are trying to do this together. So stop trying to act like you guys are two individuals constantly clashing. You guys decided to make this happen for a reason, okay? And the next thing that I wanted to talk about was so this one was really important. So I briefly just touched upon this, but you want to learn their beliefs and their values. Now, I know this takes time. So, for example, with my partner, I'm like, oh, if someone does that, I know he's really going to appreciate that. Or if someone does this, I know that it's going to make them really upset. And with me, he knows the same things about me. So I end up getting to understand a little bit about his beliefs and a little bit about his values. Or, okay, this is why he's like that because his mom told him that this is how you should be in a relationship. Or this is what his dad expected of him. Oh, he didn't have this as a child, so that's why he's expecting X, Y, and Z. And it's important to learn those things about your partner and really get to know them in deeper levels so you can understand them. So when you guys face a new challenge, you're able to know what they need during that time or what they don't need during that time. So for example, with me, I'm the type of girl who doesn't really appreciate tough love. And the reason why is because I give myself tough love. And I am very strict and hard on myself and I have a very high expectation. And when I don't reach it, I can bash myself. And I can bash myself so intensely sometimes. I'm working on it, but I can bash myself so intensely sometimes that all I want is comfort from my partner. So my partner should be able to at least learn those things about me so that when I come to him, he's now like, okay, now I know you just need comfort. You just need a hug. I don't need to be told, oh, you messed up with this or you shouldn't have done that. I already know that. Sometimes I just need love and comfort. And then sometimes if I'm being very lazy or not doing something, then that's when I'm going to need tough love. So you're going to have to learn your partner and see what is the most appropriate for them, because it's not always going to be what you want it to be, and you just have to deal with it. And I've really found that this conversation with her was so beautiful, and it really helped change my relationship. And this is what I realized as well. This is kind of like a section 2 outside of the things I just mentioned. If you're going through hardships, is seeking wise counsel. I find that sometimes we don't want to bring anybody in our business, or we don't want to do that. But in reality, it's if we have someone come in who is wiser than us, who does this for a living, then we should be able to ask them, we're kind of in trouble. We need help. Seeking wise counsel into the relationship, couples counseling, but someone who really wants to help, someone who really is invested and wants you to succeed. And you can kind of feel that when you're with your therapist. And it's important to see that sometimes the way that you're navigating certain things isn't always correct. And you both may be having beliefs or values that are not okay. And you'll need someone to step in and intervene and say, hey, you guys are both wrong here. This is how you should be doing it. This is how you both should be loving each other. And one of the biggest things for me that really blew my mind was I thought I was a very blunt person. And I was always like, well, I don't want this and I'm going to have that. And this is what I want from you. And I'm very open and expressive. But I realized that there was also another side of me when I was like, whatever. And I'd be very passive. And I didn't realize how that was affecting my relationship. So when I had wise counsel enter, I was able to say, oh, wait a minute, I'm doing something wrong here. But that's pretty much the tips that I wanted to give you guys. It was very eye-opening for me, and I hope that it helps you. Whether you're dating someone or you're married, these tips can help you. And I actually wrote a book. I'm writing the book, and I'm openly writing the book, and I want people to know about it because it is a workbook, and I don't know when I'm going to post this video, but it should be up within the week. And it's pretty much going to be a book about replacing negative and evil thoughts that come from the enemy, that come from negativity, that are not aligned with the way that we should be living or the way we should be treating our partner. So that ties into this video too, because there are some beliefs that me and my partner had that are like, wait, this isn't okay. This is what the scripture says. This is what we should be doing. And then our values are the same, but sometimes we forget them because we're having something from our past interfering with the way that we should be living. So the book pretty much is kind of like a workbook where just you guys can check it out, and it is going to be helping you develop those more positive thoughts, right? Because one of my favorite scriptures is, don't be conformed to the patterns of this world, but be renewed by the transforming of your mind. And that's essentially what this book helps you to do and helps me to give to you guys. So I hope you liked the video. Please do like, subscribe, let me know what you guys think. And yeah, have a great day and bye.